Kwanzaa, an African-American tradition celebrating the harvest by lighting candles for 7 days starting December 26th. He says its principles should be practiced all year long.
It has great significance because I like to see all the people gathering together, and that's the basis of it. It's a harvest festival, so one of the beautiful things that happens during the Kwanzaa season is the harvesting of people.
And the harvest at the house Imhotep built is plentiful.
Hey, did you go, hon? I couldn't see nothing. Mine's not moving, and I'm on the old iPad. It wouldn't move for me to do it. I can't see it. I just can hear it. I don't want to do that because I haven't set it up there. I'll be off the field. We were the first upon the earth. We'll be the last. Okay, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. Okay, bye-bye. Hello, Mr. Conte.
Hello.
We're black, you know we're proud that we're black and white. Not proud that we're black, yes, we're proud that we're black. Proud that we're black, yes, we're proud that we're black and white. Not proud that we're black, yes, we're proud that we're black.
Indigo maroon, eggplant black. Midnight ebony mahogany black. Sepia rusty dusty black. Take our land back.
What do we do at Kwanzaa time? We spend some time together. We light a kunara at Kwanzaa time and share some time together. We honor our elders at Kwanzaa time and spend some time together. We pour a libation at Kwanzaa time and share some time together. Umoja the principles we practice each day. What do we do at Kwanzaa time? We spend some time together. We set up a table at Kwanzaa time and share some time together.
All right. That was a great video that Mariana has composed. And all these videos that we're going to see for our Kwanzaa is going to, were done, you know, remastered, as is probably the wrong term, but some that she created. So we're going to start out, and this young man was in our Kwanzaa back in 1989, and he was only about 15 years old then, and he played like an old man, and now he's a nice grown young man, and he's giving us the national anthem.
The speaker may need to unmute.
All right, thank you, Garrett. And now we're going to have a presentation by the Teasley children, and let me find them. So we're still admitting people. Okay, I just unmuted everyone, so mute yourselves if you're not speaking. And now we're going to have Alicia Teasley and the Teasley youth explaining the Kwanzaa symbols. And I'll stop sharing my screen.
Habar Ghani.
Nia.
Thank you. So awesome. So as the youth are coming to together today, I just want to introduce my kids. There's Aziza Santewa, Lalanio Thandewe, and Kobiatsu, and they will be letting us know the signs and symbols of Kwanzaa.
This is the straw mat, Mikeka. For the foundation. This is the Kanara, representing the first family of Africa. And these are the 7 candles, representing the Nguzo Saba. This is the Zawadi, the gifts, the cultural or educational gift giving to family members to celebrate the last day of Kwanzaa. And this is the Kukumbe Cha Umoja, the unity cup, a symbol of unity that's the base of all Kwanzaa principles.
This is the mesa, the crops. It symbolizes our labor, the fruit of our labor. This is the babunzi. Put one on your table for each of your children. It symbolizes our future. This is the bandera. This is the flag of Africa. The red symbolizes our struggle, the black is for our people, and the green is for our land.
Happy Kwanzaa.
All right, thank you. Older Teasley children, and now we're going to have something by the younger Teasley children, and it will be on video. Just a moment.
When I think of Kwanzaa time, I think about my family. We all come together and celebrate our ancestry. 7 days and 7 candles, 7 principles to guide us. We are a community around me. Around me. Harambe. We are a community. Harambe. The red, black, and the green. The red, black, and the green are more than just some colors. They represent our dreams. So as we pour libation, as we offer up our praise, we are a community Harambe. 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 We are a community Harambe. 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 We are a community Harambe. We believe in family. We believe in community. We all share the bond of a common ancestry. We're children of Africa. We are children of God. We are a community. Harambe. 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 We are a community.
Ashe Harambe.
If you love them, just say forward.
Harambe, Harambe.
Forward. Harambe.
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 All right, I'm gonna have to mute y'all. I'm sorry, I have to do that because if we don't mute everyone, no, I'm not gonna mute you. Mute yourselves. You know, we're all on a group party line. It's 77 participants. Glad you can make our Kwanzaa today. this evening, and that was the Teasley youth. And let's give them another big round of applause, if that makes sense. All right, I'm going to ask now, and she's done a segmentian job putting together these recordings. I'm going to ask Miss Mariana to recognize and seat the elders virtually, as it were.
Habaragani, Habaragani, Habaragani. We are so grateful that all of us could be here for this wonderful Kwanzaa as we transition to a new year on the Gregorian calendar. We still carry out our African tradition, no matter how far we are, no matter how near we are. We're here to honor and uplift our elders. And it is so important that we take this moment before we proceed forward to pay homage to you, to pay our respects to you, to tell us that we understand that you uphold us and uplift us from the DNA that's in our body, to the good recipes that you share, to the medicine, to the changing of the diapers, to the protecting, to the nurturing, all the things that you do for us physically, but also how you have been a foundation for us mentally, emotionally, and if you're here representing with WOSE, definitely carrying out the spiritual the spiritual tradition. So we want to honor you. We want to thank you. We want you to know that we are very proud that you are learning how to use the cyberspace and the cyber world to stay connected as Africans, and we are grateful for you. So we welcome you to this safe space here through technology, but we also acknowledge the fact that we would be nowhere without you. So thank you to our elders. Ashe, Ashe, welcome, happy Kwanzaa, Ashe.
Ashe, Ashe.
Thank you, Ms. Mariana.
Ashe. Thank you, Mariana. Ashe.
And now let us pour a libation. Ashe. And now I'd like to do it physically. I'd like to pour libation physically. And if I could move my desk around here, and you can see perhaps, can you see that back there? So I want to pour libation. We saw Dr. John Favors on the video libation screen, but also we would be remiss if we did not include his wife, Catherine Favors. Dr. Catherine Favors. Ashe. Pour libation for El Haj Malik El Shabazz.
Ashe.
We saw on there Sister Leslie Campbell. Her family is with us today. We pour libation for her. We didn't have him in the pictures, but a bravo, Unc Almond. Voice. We'll say Oakland, John Lacey.
Ashe.
Jeruba Geb Alsbrook.
Ashe.
Liberta Spraggins. Reverend Dr. Ray Robson. I'm going to open it up to you if you have a name to call.
Willel Wright.
May Jimmy Manning.
Calvin Michael Beverly.
Susan Merritt.
Mama Jeffrey Gregory.
Yes, yes.
Harry Lee Purder.
Rosa Bolden.
Dr. Udavana and Jones and Cornelius Jones.
Yes, yes.
Valeria Gatson Sams.
Yes.
Dr. Robert Thornton.
Dr. Sabi, Dr. Sabi.
Annie B. Hatchett.
Sister McKinya.
Dr.
Julian Ray Davis.
Pamela Wright.
Mom Narfall.
Bernice Williams.
Tommy
Bell.
Sister Olorami.
Mama Mama Upesi M. Tambuzi.
Nelson Mandela.
Harriet Tubman.
Joseph Brown.
Brother Kwame Ture.
Chadwick Brosman.
He goes up there, right? Oh.
The Soledad Brothers. Charles Augustus Hatchett.
Marcus Garvey.
Grandma Frances Williams.
Breonna Taylor.
Reverend Charlie Lloyd. Atha and Elmer Gibson.
Fannie Lou Hamer.
Stanley Martin.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Grandma Julia.
Kobe Bryant.
Asata Saida Hatchet Akil.
And thank you.
Emil Moore.
Hey.
With that having been done, as we invite their spirits to come be a part of our Kwanzaa ceremony, our Kwanzaa
be with us.
To come and be with us. I'm going to admit some more people in as everybody's coming in. Habaragani.
Nia.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you guys, this is a Kwanzaa celebration. And when you know, we're recognizing the principle tonight, right, Regina? We're recognizing the principle of Nia tonight. Just so you know. I just wanted to make sure that everybody. Uh-oh, here they are. You know what? These screens are getting smaller and smaller. I need glasses. All right. Now, next up on our program tonight, sisters and brothers, is a young brother here in Sacramento, and we have seen him on Facebook and around town here. His name is Mr. Lewis, and he's going to give us a live performance. So, Mr. Lewis, please step in, brethren. Mr. Lewis, go ahead, brother.
Thank you. How y'all doing? How everybody doing?
All right.
Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, this track I'm gonna do is called Mansa Bubukari / Who Am I? And
maybe you could turn it up just a little.
Can't hear you. Yeah.
Just a little.
Can you hear me now?
Participants on here, that's what I was gonna say.
Can you hear me?
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Lewis. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So this track that I'm gonna perform is called Mansa Bubukari / Who Am I? And it's just about an African scholar, you know, from Mali, who traveled the seas before Christopher Columbus. And the second part of the song is just like an affirmation, just to continue to keep you going, keep you strong. Again, I'm Mr. Lewis, y'all. Just out here.
As Mr. Lewis is coming, if you all could mute yourselves, and I think we might be able to hear Mr. Lewis a little bit better. If I mute everybody, then I'm going to mute him too. So if you could self-mute and then let Mr. Lewis have the floor. Thank you so much.
All right, I'm gonna just get into it. Can I get some thumbs up if y'all can hear it coming in? Definitely.
Give us a little more.
A little more. Who am I? This is for you and I. Who am I? This is for you and I. Who am I? This is for you and I. Who am I? This is for you and I. I was the one who discovered America way before the European. I navigated in a ruler. I know that I did extraordinary things. I did. You gon' learn that the stories that they told us always wasn't what it seemed. Nah. I was using all my power to search and explore the world by any means. Crossing the seas so I can see what's really out here for me. The richest man on the planet, but I'd rather live my life out free. They told me that it wasn't possible, but I did not believe that it would be. I studied the stars, the currents and all. I did not need a degree. Abubakari was the name. The 9th Mansa on a voyage. 2000 boats in the Atlantic. The adventure I made was a story. I gave the throne to my brother Mansa Musa just so I can reach the limits. It was more about discovery, a self. I didn't need the image. There was no compass before Columbus. We did it, so this was nothing. An African scholar straight out of Mali. I wasn't just anybody. Who am I? This is for you and I. Who am I? Just a young brave guy. Who am I? This is for you and I. Who am I? This is for you and I. Who am I? This is for you and I. You and me. Who? This is for you and I. I am power, I am love, I am hard working, I am the above. I am. I'm evolving, I am loyal, I am everything. I know that I'm royal. I'm royal. I am strong, I am worthy. I'm a work of art and life is working for me. It is. I know I'm living out my purpose. I am here to serve when you need my service. I'm changing the world with my work. I know I was chosen since birth. I in the earth, I'm healing the curse. High vibes through the verse, putting love first. I'm out here quenching they thirst. It's getting better, not worse. Been through the dirt, but it's good. I know my worth. You could be cured if you hurt. I am at work. I know I'm ready. I know I'm ready. I know I'm great. I know I'm great. I'm a curator. I'm a curator. Watch me curate. Watch how I do. I am enough. I am enough. I know I'm smart. I know I'm smart. I got your trust. I got your trust. I know my part. I do. I'm in control. I'm in control. I know I'm bold. I know I'm bold. I am unique. I am unique. Worth more than gold. I am. I choose to be happy. I choose to be happy. And let life unfold. It will. I know I am valuable. I know that I'm valuable. I'm never alone. I'm not. I'm more than what could be explained. Success is calling my name. No, I'm not afraid to change. This is energy exchange. I'm more than what could be explained. Success is calling my name. No, I'm not afraid to change. This is energy exchange. Thank you, y'all. I hope you really appreciate that. I appreciate y'all energy in here. We're going to continue to move towards our purpose. You know, we're going to be healthy out here and continue to just, you know, build this community we are building here. I appreciate your time. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lewis. Irie.
Ashe, ashe, ashe.
Yes, mister.
Much love. You also can, one more thing, my bad, I'm sorry. You can check out my website at rebuildingtheculture.com and just, you know, keep the love coming in.
Rebuildingtheculture.com. Write that down.
Yeah.
Write that in the chat, Mr. Lewis. Mr. Lewis, write that in the chat so that we'll know. Give thanks and praise for the youth. Youthful, loving, and youthful looking Mr. Lewis coming correct, as they say. All right, now we're going to have welcoming from the motherland. And this is a part that we've kind of added to the Kwanzaa celebration. And we have a sister that gave us a recording. She is from Ghana. Her name is Nana Pukia. And let's see what she has to tell us. And then we'll hear from Brother Hassan.
Afishapo, afise say near Tinkom, there Raji, I am Kumaso Adiama, made in chair Frigana and a Ebremy. Afi, I tremu. Na 18 and I'm corona da romantic. Na ebonu ayetumu, nenso, can ye be shreye, and tea. I will say a day asidama or trivium point, young cooking. What you sure say the be ya, ye be to me the yen, and poor for SC wanted it, Cassian be multi. And who be here say, ye becca yen, I ye dear abomu, a dear ye a juma said ye be ya, ye be to upon, or ye potamu ana ye mine. I wish you happy Kwanzaa, and I bring you greetings from Ghana. This year has been a very long one because of coronavirus or the COVID-19. The hard days were too long and acrimonious. Many times the light at the end of the tunnel was just a spark that never fully shined. Even then, the spark was enough to kick and sustain our hope for a new dawn. But still, we have reason to be grateful to our Most High God for our lives. The purpose for your celebrations days to make our collective vocation the building and developing of our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness. I say happy Kwanzaa. Bye-bye.
Wow, I love it.
Ashe.
Ashe. And now we're going to hear from our brother Hassan, and he is from Senegal, and I'm going to his lovely wife is going to introduce him, and then he's going to give us a greeting in Wolof. Give thanks.
Okay. So I'm Akila, and then this is Hassan. Hassan is from Senegal, West Africa. It's a francophone country, and so he's going to greet you in French, and then Wolof, and then translate in English. So he speaks 3 languages. I just speak 1. And now Hassan.
asalaamaaleykum yéen ñëpp maa ngi leen di nuyu leen fay man maa ngi tudd Assane Fall maa ngi jógee dëkk bu ñu wax Sénégal mi ngi nekk Ouest Africa sama religion moom mooy Islam. I'm Muslim. Je suis venu maa ngi fii depuis ñaari at ci Amérique parce que sama jabar laa ñëw. C'est la première fois mu ne ma dafa bëggoon su communauté bi di organiser wu ma apparaître ci pour nuyoo. C'est ma première fois. C'est la première fois que aussi may assiste ci lii. That is my language. Okay, I speak right now French. Bonjour tout le monde. Je vous salue. Je m'appelle Hassan. Je viens du Sénégal. Mon religion c'est je suis musulman. C'est la première fois que j'apparais dans cette émission que je connais peu. C'est grâce à ma femme que je participe. C'est ma première fois, on m'a invité de participer. C'est pour cela que je me dis qu'il faut que je donne mon avis. Okay, my language, what I say right now is English. I know little bit. Okay, my name is Hassan. I'm from West Africa. My country is named Senegal. It's have a lot of language. Over there, you speak almost 20 or 25 language different. My language is number 1 is named Wolof. That's what I say to right now. Okay, so you go to school too, you speak French. Okay. It's my first time I have this conversation because that's from to my wife I like. I love. Okay. That's why he said is today too is my first time I have a Kwanzaa. I know a little bit. They say me, okay, come to participation, ask you something. I say, okay, I'm very happy to see my community. Oh, I say, nice to meet you to everybody. To say, I pray for this year. This year is, I know say it's bad year. But I think I like to is this year is one episode to go down 2021. I pray for everybody, for people have to good life, no sick, have to very nice time. I pray for every people. I like for every people pray for me. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Nagadef.
Sant Yàlla bu baax maa ngi fii maa ngi sant Yàlla bu baax alhamdulillah.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Akila and Hassan, for greeting us. And now, I'm not sure if the third person that I had asked to come and address us, his name is Chris Okugo. Chris, are you on? Would you, if you're here, would you step forward and give us a greeting in Igbo? Brother Chris Okugo. Oh, is this Chris? No, that's not Chris. All right. Well, I don't see him right now, and if Chris comes a little later, then we'll go in. So now, and Minister Alicia, I apologize. I poured libation in your place. I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to do that. Yeah, all right. Now we're going to have a musical selection. I think you're going to love it. The couple is David and Latrice. Mariana did an excellent job on this video, and I just think you're going to love it here. And it's a smash. I always say that Kwanzaa needs a hit record, and this is one of them.
Principles of Kwanzaa. Incluso Saba. Principles for all our lives. Kwanzaa is unity. Talking about us, not you or me. Kujichagulia, self-determination. We define ourselves, don't know what else. Nguzo Saba, principles of Kwanzaa. Nguzo Saba, principles for all our lives. Ujima, collectively working together. Ujama, investment and profit together forever. Nguzo Saba, principles of Kwanzaa. Nguzo Saba, principles for all our lives. Nia means purpose. Everything done for good reason. Kuumba, creativity. Leave everything better and more beautiful than how we found it. Nguzo Saba, principles of Kwanzaa. Nguzo Saba, principles for all our lives. Imani means faith, 'cause we believe with all our hearts that we can play a part in the righteousness and the victory of our struggle. Nguzo Saba, principles of Kwanzaa. Nguzo Saba, principles for all our lives. It's about me, it's about you, it's about us, and all that we stand for. It's about me, it's about you, it's about us, and all that we work for. It's about me, it's about you, it's about us, and all that we live for. It's about me, it's about you, it's about us, and all that we love for. Nguzo Saba, principles of Kwanzaa. Nguzo Saba, principles for all our lives. Nguzo Saba, principles of Kwanzaa. Nguzo Saba, principles for all our lives. Yeah. It's about me, it's about you, it's about us, and all that we stand for. It's about me, about you, about us, and all that we work for. It's about me, about you, about us, and all that we live for. It's about me, about you, about us, and all that we love for. Nguzo Saba, principles of Kwanzaa. Nguzo Saba, principles for all our lives. Yeah. Every healthy community needs principles that it must live by. Along with Ma'at, we choose the Nguzo Saba. Umoja, brothers and sisters.
Oh, that's a smash. That's a smash. Nguzo Saba.
Ashe.
Big uncle. Y'all gotta let me say something.
Ashe.
Tell you a little story about how we can use our Kumba even in this cyber world. So for those of you who don't know much about editing and things like that, when you see a main image and things going on behind someone, it's because they have a green screen, and green screen allows you to control the content. So the funny part about it is when they sent me the song and the video, they happened to record it in front of a green wall in their house. And I don't know if they did that intentionally or not, but as an editor, I got very, very excited because that allowed me to do so much more with it. So if you want somebody to flip your content, get a green screen and I'll be able to do that for you. But it was very fun. And I'm just very grateful to be a part of that. They did an excellent job. And yeah, I've been singing in Gusa Saba all week long, editing on that.
Okay.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful. And now we're going to have a live presentation from our co-founder of Wose Community Church, Minister Emeritus, coming all the way from Amelia, Virginia, where it is almost 9 o'clock. Come in, Minister Makalisi. Would you give us some reflections on Kwanzaa today?
Ashe, Habarigani.
Nia.
Ashe, Kwanzaa yenu hiwe na heri. May the days of Kwanzaa and all days of life for you and yours be full of good fortune and blessings divine. Ashe. Well, you know, this is just a very uplifting, exhilarating time of the year for me. I relate, you know, Kwanzaa to what we know is the epigomenal days that existed in ancient Kemet. You know, Kemet had a calendar of 12 months with 30 days apiece. And then the 5 epigomenal days was a time that wasn't a part of any month, but it was a time when people got together and refocus on who they are, who we are. What are our principles? What is life all about? It was a time that the major focus was on the birthing, the coming in, the historical and mythological birthing of Asar, Aset, Heru, Nephet, and Set, and deciding, you know, which spirit, which energy, which character they were going to develop and embrace and do all they could the rest of the year, the 300 days, excuse me, the 360 days of the year after they've had that focus. And in addition to those 5 epigomenal days, they had over 300 what they called feast days throughout the year, so that they just were challenging themselves at all times to stay in the spirit, to stay on the divine path. And so we have these 7 days, a time for us to focus on what are our values. If we are really embracing these values, or is it just a little party that we're going to have for a week, and then the rest of the year we're just going to go and do the same old American thing? No, we have to focus. If we don't have 300, you know, we need to do at least every month a time to focus on what are our values, what are our principles, so we can raise our children like that young brother was with his mother and father there doing that song. He was into it, and we need to teach the children. You know, one of the things that I really appreciate about Kwanzaa, what I learned from a brother who was in the US organization back in the day when Kwanzaa came into existence. He said, what, you know, Maulana Kareem gets the credit for being the creator and all. He said, but what really got this started, there was a young girl who frequently were in the US organization meetings, and she was paying attention to what was being said. You know, her parents were part of the organization, and she was the one that raised the question one time, when are we gonna have a holiday celebration that's about us as a people? That turned the light on. And so the folks started working together to come up with some ideas what should be done from the studies that they were doing, the philosophy, the political, the cultural, spiritual philosophy that they were working on. They call it Kawaida. Of course, no doubt about it, Maulana put the finishing touches on it, you know, given his scholarship and his studies. And so we were fortunate in Oakland in the summer of 1967, after they had the first Kwanzaa in 1966, that Maulana came to Oakland to the Black House on 42nd and Grove. The folks that are familiar with Oakland, 42nd and Grove, it's Martin Luther King Boulevard now, but 42nd and Grove. And he came with some of his organization members and shared with us what they were doing, what they had put together. And, you know, we got it started. It's in December of 1967. We got Kwanzaa started in the Bay Area, and we give a lot of thanks. She was one of the ancestor I called out when libation was being poured was Sister McKenya. And Sister McKenya really took it to her heart. I mean, she was one of the leaders, if not the leader, of the Bay Area Kwanzaa Committee. She worked with the young people. They drove up and down the West Coast sharing Kwanzaa. They drove a number of states across the U.S. And Sister McKenya says she went to 12 different African countries sharing Kwanzaa, information about it. So we appreciate, her work in giving life to this tradition, to this celebration, to this way of life. Again, what I often say, if you're not working on these principles 24/7, 365, you got nothing to celebrate when it comes to December. And so a couple of things I would like to share, about the symbols of Kwanzaa, the mkeka, that woven mat. I relate that to the ancient Kemetic, or even before it was Kemet, in the northern part of the motherland. There was a tradition wherein a feminine aspect of the Most High was recognized as the one that wove creation into existence, wove the universe, wove the earth into existence. And in that day and time, when the folks in the various communities built their shrines in which they were to place their sacred symbols, they used a woven mat as the flooring for that. And when the technology advanced to the place where they could use, build things in stone, they had their shrines, they had stone floors, and they etched the symbol, they etched the likeness of a woven mat into that stone floor, and that was the foundation again for their sacred symbols. So I see that relationship between Kwanzaa and our ancient, the most ancient spiritual traditions we know on earth. And the final thing about that wovenness of creation, if all of creation is a woven reality, then we're on that mat ourselves, and we are sacred beings. We are sacred beings. In ancient Kemet, we understood that the Most High entrusted unto us a measure of its own essence, that we would continue the creation process. And so we are sacred beings, and we need to grow in understanding what that means and what we're empowered and called to do if we focus on it and not let ourselves be overly overcome by the ignorance, the stupidity, the hate that so many forces in this world today would seek to impose on us. And what else? A couple of other things. Oh, kuumba. When I discovered that the word kuumba in Kiswahili is giving reference to the spirit of the Most High doing the work of creation. So when we talk about kuumba in us, we need to have that consciousness and bring it to bear on all that we do as we endeavor through the NIA principle to restore ourselves to our traditional greatness. And finally, I would just like to share, faith. We have our faith in our God and our people and the righteousness and victory of our struggle. But if we have that essence of the Most High, and we're, as much as we're talking about God, we're talking about ourselves. We got to have faith in ourselves, faith in each other. And so we need to have that consciousness when we're talking about dealing with Kwanzaa and these principles and doing it 24/7, 365. Expect that godliness from ourselves and that godliness from each other as we move forward with these principles and do all we can every day we can, every way we can to make our lives more beautiful and beneficial every day, every year, every generation without end. And so I just rejoice every time we can get together and be in that spirit, be in that consciousness. And it's good to be here with you this evening. And on we go. Habarigani, Nia indeed, Kwanzaa yenu, iwe na heri.
All right. That's my friend. That's my minister, Minister Makalisi Oso Sawandi.
I see.
All right, giving the reflections for those things. Next on our program, we have Dr. Tashaka Muhammad, and usually Dr. Tashaka Muhammad would be on, but he sent me a note saying that he would not be able to make it. An emergency came up, and I was just surprised that he was able to leave a mess. No, I'm just kidding. But you know what? He had everything set up. He had his grandson ready to work with him, but some emergency happened, and he could not be with us. And he's sending his greetings to us all. Now, as I was talking, I saw the name Chris come up. Is that my friend Chris Okugo? Is that you, Chris, out there? Chris Okugo, are you there, man? All right. Maybe it was another Chris. Sorry. Maybe it was Chris.
Kedu.
Odema. All right. It's my friend Chris Okugo. Chris, give us your greeting. We've been waiting for you, brother. Brother Leon Hall is on this Zoom too.
Oh, Omonamdewo. Kedu kunumere. How are you? Obidemoto. I'm happy to be here with my brothers and sisters from Wose Church. Ndewono. Greetings to you all. May God bless all of you. And I wish everybody a happy new year in advance. Ndewono.
Dale. Thank you, Chris. Chris, thank you for gracing us with your presence. And you've seen that, many of you have seen that movie Coming to America. I believe that really Chris is some African prince. He just hasn't told me, but every time I go to a Nigerian event, he's an important man there. So, but he's kind of keeping it on the down low. But I know that my friend Chris Okugo is an African prince. All right, thank you, Chris.
Thank you. Ndewo.
All right, next on the program, we have another musical selection, and I see my friend Kim Davey on the screen. Kim, are you part of my culture? Are you part of my culture?
Star on? You got your star on?
Yeah, you know what? I'm about to put my star on, and okay. I know that you're.
I got to see yours first, and then I'll decide if me and you the same culture.
Oh, okay, all right.
We are. I'm pretty sure we are.
For those of you that don't know, this is Sister Leslie Campbell's daughter, and her other daughter, Jill, is on, and they both have great senses of humor, and that is an old joke that goes back many years. And one day, Kim came to church, and she had on like a green star on her third eye. And she said, "Are you part of my culture?" That was so funny. Kim has done some funny things. Now we're gonna move on, and we have a musical selection by our brother Garrett Perkins, and Mariana did another excellent job on his video as well. He just sent a WAV file, but the music is undeniable. Please enjoy our brother, Garrett Perkins.
Thank you.
Wow. Wow. That's what I'm talking about.
Ashay, Dale.
Yes, yes, indeed. And now we're going to have our Nia message from Baba Greg Hodge. He is giving us a recording. He is in the South Pacific, and he wanted to reach out to us in a special way. There's no telling how the connection is between here and there. And so here is Baba Greg giving us our Nia message today.
Barigani, what's the news of the day? Today is Nia Purpose. I want to welcome you to, again, a conversation about our principle of the day, the idea to make our collective vocation the building and developing of our community and the restoration of our people to our traditional greatness. Kwanzaa season is a time for remembrance, reflection, and renewal, an opportunity for us to remember the highest values, to remember our behavior over this last year, and to reflect on how we might be able to do things better for ourselves and our community. To renew ourselves with new ideas, with innovative thought, with getting rid of the old baggage of the last year requires us to be on purpose, to get on purpose, on purpose. I'm gonna invite you to think just for a few minutes about your personal purpose as you go into 21, as well as our collective purpose, because that idea of Ubuntu, the notion of I am because we are and we are because I am, creates a dynamic relationship between ourselves as individuals and who we are as members of community. That our community is better when we're on purpose. That our community is better when our community collectively is on purpose. I'm going to invite you to think about a passage that was written by Ptahhotep more than 2,500 years ago. And he said this, and it relates to this idea of purpose and our vocation. Be diligent as long as you live, always doing more than is commanded of you. Do not misuse your time, follow your heart. It is offensive to the soul to waste one's time. Do not lose the daily opportunity to increase that which you have. That which you have is a gift of God, and diligence produces gains. Gains do not endure when diligence is abandoned. It was true more than 2,500 years ago that to have purpose means to be diligent in pursuing that collective vocation of building and developing our community. Ptahhotep caused this to be written, and it was followed even by others. You know, even the character Kunanpu or Kunanu. He was a man who lived in a place called Saltfield. He was someone who had a purpose. He had a task to take as many of his goods as possible to market and sell those goods to help feed his family. And when he got out on the road with his goods, he met a man named Nimtinat, a high official who was a thief, a high official who came up with a scheme to take all of Kunanpu's belongings. Well, Kunanpu stood on his purpose of that mission to sell his goods. He stood on that purpose, but then he was called to a higher purpose. His higher purpose was to remind us, even in this generation, that ma'at, truth, justice, righteousness, balance, harmony, order, reciprocity, that concept has to be applied to human life. So I'm going to invite you to be like Kunanpu, be diligent. That story is a story of diligence. 9 petitions, 9 speeches he made for truth, and took greater risk every time he made that speech to an even higher official. Be like Kunanpu and be on purpose and stand on ma'at. Be like Kunanpu and be on purpose and do for others, even when it's a sacrifice to you, even if it causes you pain. Be like Kunanpu and do Nia. Be like Kunanpu and get on purpose, on purpose. Let's revisit our collective purpose and begin again. Begin Again is the title of a book written by Eddie Glaude Jr. It's an analysis and an assessment of James Baldwin and his work and how he thought about the need for us to do several important things, one of which being to confront the big American lie. He calls the big American lie a set of lies that have a singular purpose, a set of lies that drives a certain set of practices and policies that, when taken together, dehumanizes and debases Black life. He invites us to interrogate those lies, to confront those lies, to look at them, turn them upside down and look underneath and on the side, look at them in all kinds of ways and look at the deadly consequences of the lie of American democracy that started in 1776 at the country's founding, was revisited in the 1860s during the Civil War, was revisited in the period of Reconstruction and the beginning of Jim Crow and sharecropping and Red Summers and Tulsa and Tuskegee and George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. And it comes to us all the way into somehow this lie that African life is worth less than white life. This lie of our inhumanity, this lie that's being told about our niggerness, this lie of democratic principle and practice when voter suppression is in play, the lie of a value gap that says somehow that white life is more important, more valuable than Black life, the lie that straight heterosexual life is more important than queer life, the lie that washes clean the white supremacist reality and white innocence. So he says to us, and he challenges us as Baldwin would, is to confront those lies, to deal with our history, to deal with both the great parts of our history and the not so great parts of our history, but to get on purpose, on purpose. Our purpose can be in the spirit of Ubuntu, the idea that I am because we are, and we are because I am. The community is better when you individually are on your purpose. The community is better the way Nyeri talked about in Tanzania when he invited people to come and be part of that Ujamaa collective, to be part of the building of the nation. Our purpose, to get on purpose, requires us to understand that we need to celebrate our Africanity, see our culture as medicine. Our purpose, to get on purpose, means to say that we are all miracles and disasters. We're perfectly imperfect, and then we can always do better. To get on purpose means to free our children of those old burdens and wounds and traumas that hold them back. To get on purpose means to confront the lies, learn our history, use our history, not to be right, but to be righteous, to build a world by dreaming a world that humanizes us and our children. To get on purpose means to work to heal intergenerational and identity issues within the Black community. We need to give our children the space to lead. We need to give our young adults the space to build families in the way that they think families are built, based on traditional practices, but also based on the innovations that we know are part of every age. To get on purpose, to get to purpose on purpose means to see all of us, not just some of us, to see all of us as sacred human beings. To get on purpose means that we have to radically reimagine who we are and what we can do and how we can work to reclaim our truth, our concepts, our words, like Hotep. I've heard some young adults talk about Hotepness as a negative, that somehow that word has now begun to be used against us. But to get on purpose means to reclaim our truth. To get on purpose means to rethink our institutional work, to rebuild our institutions, to refresh our institutions, to give them the life that we need to move the next generation forward. Not those of us who are on the other side of the mountain. We're important. We should be part of those conversations. We should have influence in those conversations, but it's our younger leaders who should be leading this work. To get on purpose, get to purpose on purpose means to rediscover our way and to apply it to aspects of our individual and collective lives, to be Pan-African humanists. Nia, to make our collective vocation the building and developing of our community, and to make our people and to restore them rather to our traditional greatness. This is the promise of Kwanzaa. This is the promise of Nia. God bless you. Ankh, Uja, Seneb, life, prosperity, and health to you and all your loved ones in 2021. Ashe.
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 Asante, asante.
Asheo. Yes, indeed. Now, sisters and brothers, we're in for a treat because we have the Straight Out Scribes with us today. Yes, the Straight Out Scribes. Yes, indeed. We spared no, you know, we wanted to give you a great Kwanzaa celebration, Shingarai, Nantambu, Azana. So without further ado, Sister Stajabu, would you step in with some of your wonderful poetry, you and Sanana?
Yes, greetings, everyone.
Greetings.
And Habarigani.
Nia.
Yes. So yeah, I'm going to do an old standard. Of course, we have, you know, a lot of work out there, but I can't think of Wose without thinking of rhythm chant, rhythm chant, rhythm chant. This is my 53rd Kwanzaa. Indigo, maroon, eggplant, black. Midnight, ebony, mahogany, black. Sepia, rusty, dusty, black. Take our land back. Brown, tan, chestnut, black. Red bone, Creole, brown skin, black. Indian, African, Chicano, black. Take our land back. Arabelle, Norabelle, Sweetie Belle, black. Cheo, coffee, Stotty, black. Jenny, Prairie, baby girl, black. What? Take our land back. Be aware, give her care, help, black. Overstand, lend a hand, respect, black. Love to be black, you and me, black. Take our land back. Yes.
That's beautiful. You got some more for us there?
Greetings, everybody. I'm Dr. V.S. Chochezi. I'm Stajabu's daughter. We're a mother-daughter poetry team. And I'd like to share African reflections, which this is from Scribes Rising. And it says, I look in the mirror and what do I see? African reflections staring back at me. I walk in the ocean and what do I see? A glimmer of sunshine glinting back at me, and my reflection is what I see. I look on the Zoom and what do I see? African reflections staring back at me. I listen to music, hear echoes of Africa in the beat, makes me want to move my feet. African reflections in our dance, African reflections in our stance, African reflections in our hair, African reflections in the clothes we wear. The wind blows, the grass grows, a gap-toothed smile flashes out at me, and African reflections are all I see.
All right. My name is Stajabu.
I'm Dr. V.S. Chochezi.
We're a Sacramento mother-daughter poetry team.
With 8 books of poetry and 2 CDs.
People know why.
Because we like to bring a positive vibe, and
we're now celebrating our 30th year as
Straight Out Scribes.
Thank you.
Asante Sana.
Asante Sana.
Asante.
Happy
Asante,
Kwanzaa.
Baba.
Oh, you all are just great. You guys have been great for 30 plus years.
Yeah.
Brother Imhotep, Armstead's here.
Brother Armstead. Wow.
I'm here with Ruth Golden.
Wow. Hey, what's going on there? Oh man, you guys is lifting us up. I'm so glad you can make it, Armstead. I'm so glad you can make it, Ruth. That's oh, beautiful, beautiful. Hey, listen, let me just say, the sister that I was talking about, Tierra Asia Knox from the Ancestral Academy, Ancestral Alchemy Academy is here, calling in from Egypt. She's in Egypt right now. She's from the Bay Area. And I just want to ask her, we have a couple of people before you on the program. Can you wait until after them? Sister Tierra, are you there?
Hotep, yes, peace. This is Tierra speaking. All in divine timing. Yes, I can be patient. Very happy to be here. Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, now, thank you, Sister Tierra. Now on our program, Brother Ed Lucas is going to light our candles. Hey.
Can we mute the other people?
Yes, please. Everybody else mute yourselves and just give the floor to Brother Ed Lucas, all right?
Greetings, everybody.
Ed, can you speak up a little bit?
Can't hear me?
Yeah, a little bit louder.
How's that?
Yeah, okay, that's better. Nia.
Yeah. All right. Greetings, everybody. Good evening. I have the honor of lighting the candle, the black candle for the African people, green candle for the land, new life. Can't hear you. Still can't hear me?
Now we can hear you, Ed. Yeah.
The green candle for the land and new life, and the red candle for the blood of our ancestors. Before we light the candle for today's principle, which is Nia, we have to go back and relight candles of the last 4 days. So I'll light the black candle first for Umoja, represents the principle of unity. Unity to strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race. And then the next candle that was lit on December the 27th is a red candle for Kujichagulia, self-determination. Can you still hear me?
Yes, Ed, keep going, keep going.
All right. The third candle that we lit on December the 28th was Ujima, collective work and responsibility to build and maintain our community together and make our brothers and sisters' problems ours to solve together. That's the green candle. And then on the 29th, we lit the candle for Utama, cooperative economics, to build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses, and to profit from them together. That's a red candle. And now we can light the candle of Nia, purpose, to make our collective vocation the building and development of our community in order to restore our people to our traditional greatness. And that's the green candle. Tomorrow, the candle of Kuumba for creativity will be lit on December the 31st. And then on January 1st, the green candle for Imani faith will be lit. Thank you.
Give thanks. Thank you, Ed. Brother, that's Brother Ed Lucas, everyone. Brother Ed Lucas, who is born on Kujichagulia Day. I see my sister Nakichi is here. She's born on Ujamaa Day. She just celebrated her birthday yesterday. So now we want to give the floor, the stage to Sister Arcana's grandchildren coming all the way from the state of Georgia, which is in the news now. Sister Ikana, will you bring those beautiful children in for a cultural expression? As she's getting ready. Here you are. All right. Oh, hey. All right. All right.
Hello, I'm trying to turn you all around.
Habaragani will say,
Nia.
Happy Kwanzaa. I'm so pleased to introduce once again the Georgia Watoto. And they were excited about the candle lighting, so it's still going on. Children, let's turn around. Okay, they're ready for you.
Habaragani will say,
Nia.
may we have permission from the elders to continue?
You may. You may.
Yes, indeed.
We have three songs to share that we practice at Israel Family Love Home. Now we will sing the flag song. Red, the black and the green. The brother man. Why don't you open your eyes? Because the red is for the blood we shed. The black is for the red. The green is for the land we need. So the black folks can take their rightful place. So the black folks can take their rightful place. So the black folks can take their rightful place. Next is our inclusive Saba rap that we call Hey. I made it up.
Hey, hey, hey. Do you know what the Nguza Saba is?
Yeah, we know inclusive Saba. Let's tell the song that inclusive Saba. Umoja means unity. Kunakulia means self-determination. Akima means collective work and responsibility. Ujima means cooperative economics. Nia means purpose. Kuuba means creativity. Imani means Now we know that inclusive Saba song. Now let's take our last song is Kwanzaa. So, and you can stand up and do it with me. You may repeat my movements.
Okay, it's all right.
Come on, brothers, don't be late. No, don't be late. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Georgia.
Ashe.
Thank you to the beautiful baby.
Thank you very much. Wonderful job.
Yay.
And now, sisters and brothers, I want to direct us to Florida. Our sisters and brother, our brother Bill and his wife Rita will now share the Unity Cup. Brother Bill and
Bargani.
Nia.
I'm Bill. And I'm Rita.
We're proud to rejoin our family from here in Jacksonville in our annual Unity Cup process, which we share libation with all our people, with our ancestors, with our contemporaries, our children, and our family yet to come. Please ready your kikombe cha umoja for your cup of unity, and we'll begin. This year, when everything's gone virtual, we're reminded how our ancestors struggled so mightily to communicate before, to bring our truth, to help us define ourselves and speak for ourselves, even as oppressors flooded us with lies, with words and images of subjugation.
We pour libation for Ida B. Wells, even as we hold our breath through COVID, reminded how she lost both her parents to yellow fever at age 16, and yet she persisted to publish our truth, that lynching was not a response to crime, but terrorist murder of anyone who dared to think the Constitution meant something for Africans. When terrorists burned her Memphis newspaper, Free Speech, Sister Wells went to New York and then Chicago, courageously continuing her investigation, her journalism, and her activism, speaking out to make a way from no way, speaking out for us.
We pour libation for Thomas Berkeley, whose Oakland Press serves us today for its 57th year, and for Dr. William Lee, whose Sacramento Observer continues its 58th year of speaking our truth. Even as we celebrate over wires today, we know how critical communication is. If our brains can't talk to our feet, we can't move. Our bodies are paralyzed. If we can't talk to each other as a group, we can't think. Our group is paralyzed. We know how critical communication is and why Ida B. Wells chose that phrase, free speech, enshrined in the Constitution, but so often denied to our people.
We pour libation for Professor Toni Morrison, as we are called this day of Nia to speak for ourselves and to make our precious communications purposeful. As she taught us, it is important to know who the real enemy is, which is distraction, even if it's now called clickbait.
On this day of Nia, we drink together and rededicate ourselves through our own free speech, to speak Mat, to assimilate the truth, and to wield the truth. We join in unity, as so many have done for us, to speak our truth for ourselves and our children.
Ashe.
Ashe. Harambe.
Men, and Ashe.
Harambe.
We're going to make our principles real. Then what do we need to do? We need to pull together. Join me in 7 Harambes. Harambe. 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 Harambe.
Right. Thank you, Brother Bill and Sister Rita, all the way from Jacksonville, Florida. Good thanks for that. And now, sisters and brothers, we have a wonderful sister. I just found out about her through Brother Desmond Iman. Her name is Tierra Asia Knox. She's part of the Ancestral Alchemy Academy. And when I saw her video, I said, well, we got to get her part of Kwanzaa. She's a young sister that has never been at Wose, but had a wonderful video on Mott. And so when we finally got in touch with her, she was in Kemet. So she's there right now. And so we're going to turn the floor over to her. Sister Tierra, would you come now?
Greetings. Thank you, Baba Imhotep. Greetings, all community. My name is Tierra Asia Knox. I currently reside in Oakland, California, but I was born in Chicago, Illinois, and was raised in SoCal. So shout out to the East Coast. Shout out to SoCal. I'm very honored to be here with you and would like to confirm about how much time I have, maybe 10 minutes or so.
7 to 10 minutes.
All right, you got it. So yes, I'm out here on a Deen, a Hajj, traveling up the Nile to various temples. I've been to the Great Pyramids. I have been to Abu Simbel. I've been to Luxor. I've been to Karnak, intentionally activating these divine spaces with my presence, with our Kemetic languages, so as to enhance the consciousness of our entire planet and the world grid. I'm also the founder of Ancestral Alchemy Academy, a decolonial Afro-centered forest freedom school in occupied Ohlone territory, also known as Huichin, also known as Oakland, California. And I began working with the laws of Ma'at this March and created this song so that I could better integrate them, so that I could learn them and easily teach them to my children, to my students. So I'm about to attempt to share a screen with you all and play this video so that you can see. And I'll pause just to make sure that you all can hear my audio. If you all can hear the music video audio okay, then I'll go ahead and proceed. Sounds good?
You know what, Tierra, I might have to make you the host, and then when you're done, you can make me the host, okay? I think
Sounds good, that's right.
In order to share your screen, I think that's what we'll have to do. And here you go. You're the host now.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Sharing the screen in 3, 2, 1. Lights, cameras, action.
Indigo Clan, yes. Oh God, I know.
Pausing. Were you all able to hear that okay?
Yes.
Keep on.
Excellent.
Everybody else,
okay,
pause yourself, please.
Okay,
You
lights,
mute yourself.
cameras, action.
My Aunt March, let's get it. I will not do wrong, I will not steal, I will not act with violence, I will not kill, I will not act unjustly, I will not cause pain, I will not waste food, I will not speak in anger. Oh my, I will not sow any seeds of regretfulness, no. Oh my, I will not lie, oh I will not lie, oh I will not desecrate holy places. I will not act gaiefully, I will not lay waste the plow land, I will not defraud temple offerings, I will not commit treason against my ancestors or utter curses or be an aggressor. Oh my, truth and justice, my aunt, oh my aunt, harmony. Cosmic law, righteousness, integrity, order, reciprocity, discernment, balance, wisdom, respect. Oh my aunt, truth and justice, my aunt, oh my aunt, truth and justice, my aunt, oh my aunt, truth and justice, my aunt, oh my aunt, harmony. Cosmic law, righteousness, integrity, order, reciprocity, discernment, balance, wisdom, respect. Oh my aunt, truth and justice, my aunt, oh my aunt, truth and justice, my aunt, oh my aunt, truth and justice, my aunt, oh my aunt, harmony. I will not turn from words of right and truth. I will not pollute myself. I will not mistreat the youth. I will not pollute the earth. I will not commit fraud. I will not cause terror. I will not bear false witness. I will not set my mouth in motion against any person. See, I will not be wrathful or angry except for a just cause. I will not abuse my sexuality and I will not prejudge. I will not be an eavesdropper. I will not speak over much. I will not do evil, be arrogant, too excitable or contentious. Oh my aunt, truth and justice, my aunt, oh my aunt, harmony. Cosmic law, righteousness, integrity, order, reciprocity, discernment, balance, wisdom, respect. Oh my aunt, truth and justice, my aunt, oh my aunt, truth and justice, my aunt, oh my aunt, truth and justice, my aunt, oh my aunt, harmony. Cosmic law, righteousness, integrity, order, reciprocity, discernment, balance, wisdom, respect. Oh my aunt, truth and justice, my oh my treat the justice, my oh my treat the justice, my oh my harmony. I will not waste water or plunder the dead. I will not copulate with a woman's husband or a man's wife. I will speak no evil. I will not initiate no quarrel. I will not cause the shedding of tears. I will not blaspheme sacred nature, undifferentiated from the almost high. With my aunt's wings, I will learn to fly. My aunt, mama, my aunt, madam, my aunt, magic. The etymology roots of all the mathematics. Invoke the wisdom, my aunt, come on, I make it happen. Inhabit by a car, nobody got it, African. To the inner drilling, do it with integrity. Use these comedic codes to build accountability. Balance your passions and actions so maybe you can see all your truths. Know thyself, sovereigntize and get free. Cosmic law, righteousness, integrity, order, reciprocity, discernment, balance, wisdom, respect. Oh my aunt, true the justice, my aunt. Oh my aunt, true the justice, my aunt. Oh my aunt, true the justice, my aunt. Oh my aunt, harmony. Cosmic law, righteousness, integrity, order, reciprocity, discernment, balance, wisdom, respect. Oh my aunt, true the justice, my aunt. Oh my aunt, true the justice, my aunt. Oh my aunt, true the justice, my aunt. Oh my aunt, harmony. I have discipline, control of my thoughts and actions, and to purpose I have perfect devotion. Faith that my elder will teach me the truth, and faith that my conscience will the truth too. Oh my I'm free from resentment for persecution or wrong. Cultivating ability to completely perceive the complexity of illusion in all my reality.
I have the power. I have the power to make life choices. To make life choices.
Wonderful.
Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
Wow. Okay. Beautiful.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Beautiful.
Thank you kindly for witnessing.
Cool rap.
It is my honor to share. Thank you so much. I'd like to advise that the end heta watu and poa sereshra unhatske hetra set. This is the metunetur. This is the language of our ancestors that I teach our children to use to activate the energy centers, also known as arit, also known in metunetur as arit, and known in Sanskrit as the chakras, right? So this is ancient wisdom that we're tapping into and learning how to remember and actively healing the amnesia so that we can remember our power. Thank you very much for witnessing. I'm gonna leave some information in the chat for you, contact information for me. Indigo Clan, shout out to them. Their multimedia experience is the reason why I was able to make the music video lesson happen. So feel free to follow those links in the chat. Just go ahead and copy and paste that, send it in an email to yourself or a text message to yourself, and feel free to be in touch. It is an honor to be here, and I look forward to joining you all more in the future.
All right, Sister Pierre, that was wonderful. Now, if you can transfer the host back over to me now.
Okay.
That was outstanding. Where are you at now? Right now, where are you?
I'm currently in Dahab on Mount Sinai, adjacent to the Red Sea, where that Moses parted, and across from Saudi Arabia.
Oh, wow. Give thanks. Well, you're going to have to give us a full report when you get back.
Yes, sir. Okay, make host. Got it. Thank you.
Okay, give thanks. Good job. Let's give her another round of applause. That was wonderful. That was great. I want to thank everyone that was able to make it here this evening. And I know that we did the best that we could. I mean, really, I couldn't reach out to Jill. Jill, where are you at?
New Orleans.
I couldn't go to New Orleans. Yeah. I couldn't go to Amelia. I couldn't go to wherever you all are. I see my sister on here, and then Armstead came in, and if my father's on here, I'd like for him to say a few words. He's 197 years old, and oh wait, I'm sorry, he's really 87. Dad, if you're there, you want to say a few words?
An excellent presentation. We should do this more often. We need to keep our people together because they want us to scatter, but scatter we will not. Be with us all. Ashe.
Ashe.
Hey, Dad, can't you make us get together more often? Just insist on it, Dad.
Where is that now?
I said, Dad, just insist on that he make us get together more often and not wait for Kwanzaa.
All right.
Well, he does Sunday churches. Where are the rest of you? He does virtual church on every Sunday and has been
Wednesday,
since we got underway.
Okay, Mufasa.
He's not under my command, you know. He's a man of his own.
Wow, Leslie, Tyree, we're glad that the Campbell, we're glad that Swain Court is by us. We're glad to see Brother Hassan, Stajabu, excellent. Gloria, good to see you. Iman, Armstead, Katabasi, Kira Harris, Sundiata. Let me just go with Josie, Akanke, Zion. I want you to say something. We agree to people there. Come on now. Zion, I can't hear you. Zion, where you go? All right, well, she's coming. Akanke. Regina, good luck on your dissertation and all of those things. Chanilo, back there. Michelle, Queen Sheila, Baba Tai, Baba Damani, Shingarai, Nantambu Umwanga, Nikichi Talifa, Mama Darnisha, all of you beautiful people. My wife is on here, ladies and gentlemen. My wife is here. Dora Oyen, Mama Oyen is here.
Tanti, yes. Tanti, the queen.
Yes, and Zakia, my niece, Zakia Leon Hall is on here, all the way from Liverpool by way of, is it New Mexico? Is that where you're at?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. I know it was one of those hot places. Asata, Mr. What a great presentation you gave us, and I hope you left your information in the chat. Faiza Aleem is on here. My goodness. Aleem, are you on here?
Yes, I am. I say I'm here. Yeah. And I'm in Atlanta, but I'm connected with y'all, and it's just great. Wonderful. It's wonderful, Imhotep.
I'm glad that you could make Ati, you know what? I've been trying to get you on here for the longest time. Why don't you give us a greeting in Xhosa or Amazulu? Before we get off? Ati, go ahead.
Sanibonani. Ke itumela go le bona bo botlhe. Happy Kwanzaa.
What did you say?
Oh, I said, hello, everybody. I'm happy to see all of you. Happy Kwanzaa.
All right. I'm glad that you actually, I've been trying to get in touch with you. I'd like for you to do more of these. I really like the South African languages. I like to hear. And the reason why we do that, sisters and brothers, and I hope that nobody takes any offense to this, but sometimes when I see our people speaking in tongues, it's like they're saying abba dabba dabba, and I think it's because we don't, it's like we're saying yabba dabba do. And I think it's only because we're not used to hearing our, as Brother Hassan spoke, he speaks 3 languages. Most people on the continent, they speak 3 or 4 languages. So I think it's always good for us to hear the languages of our ancestors' children, even though we might not do. We'll say this, for like 8 weeks straight, we had a sister, and she greeted us. She greeted us a little early from Ghana, Nana Pukia, and she gave us 8 straight weeks of tree instruction. So that's why we do that. That's why we have the voices from the motherland, so that people will know, hey, you know what? This is the way our languages sound. I'm glad that everybody participated. I want to give a big shout out and thanks to Miss Mariana. She really helped out a lot in the production of this Zoom and those wonderful videos.
Yay, Maya.
Yes, Maya. Those wonderful videos that she did. Is she still here? Are you still there? There's Zion.
Greetings, Organi.
Nia.
Why don't you change your name?
Go ahead, Mari.
Well, I just want to say, I majored in communications for a reason, because a lot of what comes to me in the Sekhmet spirit is nurturing, but also the balance of being prepared. So I also want to invite you. We have a Wednesday night class coming. So everybody's saying they love this energy. Let's keep this energy going. And we'll be doing one of the Wednesday night classes, and I'll be doing a safety, Black Safety 101. And so we'll be talking about things that, we just need to set forward in the new dimensions that are upon us, the new waves, and talk about safety and how that pertains to us as Black people in our community, from building safety bags to having preparations and plans, evacuations, meeting places. These are all things that, are very important. And Sister Zion and I, we need to reunite on that, because she's been teaching safety as well in the community. So, let's just make sure to move forward in safety. And I'm looking forward to presenting that. So yeah, I'm putting a little commercial in and getting y'all commitment now. Go ahead and put your hand up if you want to learn about some safety, because I'm gonna try to slide Sister Zion on in that presentation, and we can double dip. Okay, so I see about 15, 11, 47 hands up. So hope to see you here. So we do a wonderful safety presentation. That's a wonderful way to start the year with the
That's a nice pose.
Not a good.
You're breaking up, sis. You're breaking up. Please put your information in the chat box too, so we can connect with the classes.
Okay, you can go to wosecommunity.org. For Wednesdays, it's from 5 to 6:30 every Wednesday. And Zion, I was going to ask you to say something, and then I want to hear from my friend, is it Reverend or Minister Tanya Beverly? After Zion, all right? All right, go ahead, Zion, go ahead.
Greetings, everybody. So nice to see everyone here. Miss all my family there. Well, say hi, Jill, Maya, everyone there. As far as anytime on Wednesday, want to get together and talk about safety and preparedness, you know how to reach me. And just thanks for doing this. It's really made my evening possible tonight to be here with everyone. And I just really appreciate all of you. Thank you.
One love. Ashay, Karen, Ashay, we love you.
Yeah,
Karen.
All right, go ahead, Tanya.
Hey, Karen, it's good to see you. Loving you up, girl. This is Chaplain Tanya, and it is awesome to be back in the Wose community. You know, it doesn't matter how long I've been away. I always jump right back in the front seat with you, my brother. And it's just awesome. The presentation was fabulous. Knowledge, the expansion, always. When I come by this way, I'm expanded and changed. And so thank you for all the contributions. And I'm just really blessed. So thank you so much. It's an honor to be here.
All right, it's our honor. Sister Stajabu, would you like to say a few words before we get ready to close? Unmute yourself, Stajabu. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I'm sorry. I muted you. I'm sorry, I muted you by mistake. Unmute yourself, Stajabu. Okay.
Come on, y'all.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
I would like to say, free Mumia,
Yeah.
free Leonard Peltier,
Yes, yes.
free Matula Shakur,
Yes.
hands off Asada.
Yeah.
And I'd like to let you all know that all of Mu family is now out of prison, and they are very grateful. And if you get a chance, watch Born in Prison by Michael Africa, who was born in prison and for 40 years struggled to get his mother and father out of jail and was successful. And I'd like to thank Wose for keeping on and keeping on and keeping on and keeping on. And thank you to all of you for all the work you do in our community every day. Those people who are not held up in high esteem, but just do what they have to do every day and to keeping our children safe and aware and growing. And I'm still learning every day. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sanana. Dr. Chochezi just got tenure at Folsom Lake College.
All right.
She's now a tenured professor. And I even call her doctor, so. And her daughters are grown and achieving wonderful things. And we'll be with you again, I'm sure, because anything I can that Wose is doing, and I will always support you. Take care, everybody. Much love and respect always.
Every time.
Every time.
Mr. Imhotep, may I?
Yes, please, Shingara.
Hi. Habari Gani, everyone.
Nia.
Nia.
Yeah.
It's so wonderful
Yeah.
to see everyone's faces. It's so wonderful to hear everyone's voices. I just could not stop crying. World Faith Community Church, Sacramento and Oakland is always home for the Gas and Sam family. So I just want to say thank you all, just for being present, for coming up and showing up for Kwanzaa. Because as y'all know, Sacramento always brings it down when it comes to Kwanzaa. So I do appreciate that. Even though we take it up on the Saturdays, I'm okay on the Wednesday. So we're going to work with that too. But overall, I'm just rejoicing. It's just so good to see everyone. It's so good to be with Straight Up Scribes. I just could not stop pounding my chest. So many good memories. It's so good to pour libation and share unity cup with Brother Bill. So I just want to say thank you all. I love you all so much. I'm saying hello from DC. And I'm going to send over to my wonderful sister, Shambalia, and she's going to close it out from Silver Spring.
Habari Gani, Wose family.
All right.
So I am literally 10 minutes up the road from Shingarai in Maryland. She wants to live close, but yet far from me, quote unquote. But it is so amazing as always. I'm going to keep it short because I don't know how I got to the point in my life that everything makes me cry now. But I want to say thank you, as always, for continuing to make sure that this space, this Wose space, this African space is always available to us. Kwanzaa is Mommy's favorite season, next to Black History Month. And so it makes us feel really warm to be inside this space, to have the memories of being on KQED, doing Kwanzaa, teaching Sacramento about Kwanzaa, or just doing Kwanzaa at the Meadowview Community Center. And it's just a blessing to be here with the community that had a leading hand in raising my sisters and I. And so we're truly thankful. I'm so thankful to be able to be in this space. Thank you to all of our elders, to our community. And it's just such a blessing to see everyone.
Perhaps half a million years or so ago.
Right.
I just want to pull out and say this thank you to you, Minister Imhotep. You have held on strong with World Faith Community Church. You are always showing up for us. And I just want to say thank you for that because it's greatly appreciated. Thank you. so much for your effort.
Sumerian society.
All part of the service.
Someone's television is on. Someone's got their TV on or radio.
That's Jonathan.
Whoever's watching the news, turn the news off. Turn the news
Please
off.
mute.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Mute everyone. Go ahead, Darnisha. Go ahead, Darnisha.
I was just saying, turn off the news. Same thing. I didn't say it like Mariana said. That's what I was trying to say, what she said.
I thought my mic was on.
I was channeling the Mother Sprague spirit right there. Kitchen clothes.
Thank you.
I just want to thank Straight Out Scribes, Sister Stajabu. You've created a legacy. So our kids who are adults now, they hear that rhythm. They know what it's going to bring. So some people might be learning nursery rhymes and whatever. We know, take our land back. That's what our kids know. They feel it. We just give them the rhythm and they're saying it. And so my kids are 29 and 25 and that they hear that, they jump up and
give
joy.
thanks.
So you are leaving the imprint, that in our minds, it's there.
Yes.
Power. Words, sound have power. And you
Yes, give thanks. Give thanks and praises to the Most High creative energy in the universe. I believe the creativity comes through me from the Most High. I can't take credit for it, but I give thanks and praises to the Most High for anyone that it touches and for giving me that encouragement. Is just wonderful. Thank you so much. Sometimes I wonder if anyone is listening. Okay.
Oh yeah. Everyone's listening. Thank you, Straight Out Scribes.
Give thanks. Give thanks to my daughter of 30. We've been partners for 30 years, and sometimes we she is the most amazing woman. So I give credit to her for helping me be the person that I am. Also, give thanks, Sanana. Yeah. Sanana, big ups, okay? Straight Out Scribes.
Thanks, Mama.
Yeah,
Thanks,
positive
everybody.
I just want to say this is my very first time. Armstead brought me in on this, and I really, really enjoyed it, and I'd love to come back again.
Oh, please do. We love Armstead, and it's really not Kwanzaa unless Armstead comes to our Kwanzaa. And, when you get older, and I don't mean this in any derogatory way, but sometimes you wonder, hey, are they going to read my text? And Armstead responded to my text. He said, yes, Brother Al-Kabelan, I will be there at Kwanzaa, and he's always there, and give thanks for that. Thank you, Brother Armstead, for always
promise
showing up.
Bring me next time when you're can do this in person.
All right. Yes. We're looking forward to in person. I don't know when that's going to be, but we're looking to in person. All right,
Thank you so much.
Sisters and brothers, I'm going to close us out with Brother.
There's a hand raised. There's a hand raised.
I'm sorry. Who is raising their hand? Oh, Mai, go ahead. Go ahead.
I just wanted to know where we'll be able to see the recording, where we'll be able to see this footage for anybody who missed it. Where will we get the link? Where can we get the link? That's all.
Okay, well, it's being recorded right now. And what we usually do is we send it to this sister. Her name is Katrina Martin. And she does some slight editing to it. And then we put it up on YouTube. And when it's out there, we'll let you know. And we'll send it to you. We'll send it to you. Thank you for asking that, My Pearl. My Pearl, my goodness. What?
Say something real quick, man. I gotta say something.
Okay, all right.
All these faces that I'm remembering, I might not know you guys' names, but the faces, I just remember the faces and how you guys are made me feel. So I just wanted to say I love you.
I love you too.
Margani.
Nia,
I love you so much, and just peace and blessings. Thank you so much for this. Thank you. Imhotep, you're the bomb. That's all right.
We love you. You made from some good stock.
Yeah. Queen Sheila, you got a poem for us? Just a little short one.
Matter of fact, I got something. Here you go. No. Oh, my heart is just so full. Stajabi and Dr. Chasey, thank you so much. You know, I am because of y'all. I started writing poetry in 1990, and it was because I saw y'all at Carol's bookstore, and I was just enthralled. And I haven't written like I did those first 10 years from 90 to 1999. I haven't written like that since. And so when people ask me to read now, it's always, you know, from I say I wrote this in 1990, and they're looking at me like, okay, you know, like, but yeah, and I'm so proud of the youth, Mariana, you know, just my heart's just full, and I just love you all. Wose is always a part of me, and I just real quickly want to share. Last year I celebrated my birthday at the African American Museum in DC, and okay, now I'm gonna cry. I was greeted. I was so graciously greeted there, and by oh Lord have mercy, y'all, Valeria's daughters. I just went blank. 66, still counting. But I was just greeted and given a Queen's tour, and the night of my birthday, was poetry night, and so all the greats was there that night. It was just, it was just fabulous. So Wose was in DC, is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, I love you all. You're always in my heart, and peace out.
All right, peace out. Yes, indeed. All right, I keep saying, brother Iman.
This Omitola, can I say something?
Would you please? Yes, would you please?
This is my first Kwanzaa in 3 years here, and I'm trapped in America, and I hate it. But okay, I am doing the best I can. But I have to say that all of those Kwanzaas where I was at home in Uganda, at my home on my farm, I was so glad to receive those shares that you sent me that made me feel I was still at Wose. I love you for that. I will always love you for that. And this is my first time being here for Kwanzaa, since those 3 years. But I give all thanks and praises. I'm so glad to see all the Wose family, especially Stajabu and Regina and those names that are not coming forward for me right now. And Brother Damani and Minister Michael Lisi and Baba Greg. I don't know where he was, but he brought the truth home about Ubuntu. So I am so glad to be here and so thankful. And I love
Naomi, I'm glad that you spoke up, and we miss you. But we know that you're doing good works there in Uganda and learning health modalities, and we're with you.
Thank you, because I need it, because they don't get it, but I'm doing the indigenous work, and I thank you.
All right, I thank you too. I want to thank, as I see her picture up, Indada Teresa. She made the beautiful flyer for the advertisement for our Kwanzaa, and she did it so. She did it so easily. I think maybe she wouldn't say that, but it turned out, and that was part of the attraction, to get all these people. We had 92 people in this Zoom for our Kwanzaa celebration, people from all over the world. And I want to thank her for being a part of it. And all of you, I'm going to forget names. I want to thank Kaba and Ra. They put the banner up, you know, and I'm going to forget names. So I just want to thank everyone that participated, whatever you did. If you sent the flyer out, if you told somebody, if you just brought yourself, I'm glad that you could be with us. And now I'm going to put Brother Garrett Perkins on. He's gonna help close us out. And then we're gonna do 7 Harambe's, and I'm just gonna leave it up, and you all can sign off when you're ready. I'm not gonna close the door, but he's gonna give us the national anthem. Hold on. Okay.
Tonight, learn this. Come here.
Hold on, stop the music, stop the music. I think I did it twice. Too many videos. Don't know what I did. I'm going to start it again. I'm sorry. Once again with feeling, as Jaruba would say. All right, and that was the great. Oh, what happened? What, Emma? What are you doing? All right. Okay, that was fun. All right, so now I'm just going to ask everyone to put their hands in the air, and we're going to put our fists, and we're going to close with 7 Harambe's. Bill and Rita have already shown us how to do. Oh, Moja Mbili Tatu. Harambe.
Harambe. Harambe.
Is that Minister Motab? Is that Jalea? Did I see Jalea with a birthday banner on?
Yes.
Ah, it's one of our Bose and Iliombo Day children.
Thanks. Happy birthday, Jalea.
Happy birthday, Jalea.
Happy birthday, Jalea.
Thank you, Mama.
Happy birthday, Jalea.
Happy birthday, Jalea.
Hey, Miss Betsy.
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, let's get Stevie Wonder in here.
Hello. Come on now.
Happy birthday to you.
Y'all like y'all know how to sing.
Happy birthday to you.
Hello.
Happy birthday to you.
No. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy
All right, all right. That's the part we're gonna edit out, because
Yeah. That's not Kwanzaa related.
That's for Pete.
Remind her, please, that on her next birthday, we're gonna put her in the elder's chair.
That's right. I just want to say, that's my sister. I call a lot of people my sister, and she gets on. Sometimes she calls. She says, "This is your sister, your real one," and and she was a preschool teacher. That's their connection. She has a preschool called Miss Nancy's. And
Little Nancy Schoolhouse. Yes.
And then I saw Chanasa there for a minute. Is she there? Chanasa, you there?
Come on.
Hi, Uncle.
Hey, how you doing, pretty girl? All right, good to see you. Okay, I see Kandakis, you have your hand up. What do you want to say, my sister? You'll have to take yourself off.
I say we are listening, and we want to be able to support our company and all the things that are being done. So if you have your social media, your website, some of us are running into investors and stuff like that. So please post your stuff in the chat. I also put my information in the chat. Post your information in the chat, whatever your social media, your website, the events that are happening. I went on the WOSE website to see
Mama Tia.
that Mariana. So please post it in the chat so I can keep it and copy it, because as we are coming across other investors and stuff, people that want to support, because we are listening to one another, we're collectively feeling the vibration or frequency of one another. So we want to just keep supporting each other, not just in the vibration, but also financially as well. So please, put your information. If you have something like the poets, the rappers, all you guys put your information in there again, so that whoever needs to scoop it can get that information and pass it along. And I love you all, and I'm so glad to see all of you. Beautiful people.
All right, I'm glad that you shared that with us. Anyone else before I cut you off?
To the WOSE community, keep plugging away. Paul Lawrence Dunbar.
All
Does
right.
Jaleel want to say anything to us about birthday? Does she? No?
Akichi, are you still on? Are you still on? Because my dad graduated from Dunbar High in DC.
No, she left.
She left.
Yeah, she left.
Okay.
But I went to McKinley Tech. I went to McKinley Tech.
Went where?
For your dad. I went to McKinley Tech.
I couldn't walk past McKinley Tech.
Yeah. I used to run past Dunbar. Yeah.
You Africans. Hey, Durwood, how you doing, man? You and Azana.
Baragani.
Nia.
We're doing great. We love you.
We love you too, man. Did you see yourself earlier on the video?
No, I did not. But you know what? I heard my wife screaming about it.
And she's on too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jonah, give us some information where you're at and what you're doing.
Did you say Shona?
Yes, I did.
Why am I hearing this bad these days? Or Barakande, everyone. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Just we're getting ready for our new expansion date, and we're looking at the first Saturday in February. So we will be sending out information, and we hope that everyone will be able to join us. We actually hope that we can join in person. That is our prayers. But if not, we will be planning something virtually.
All right. Well,
thank you so much.
Thank you. And Megan and Antoine, would you like to make a comment?
Greetings, everyone. I just want to give thanks, and I'm so glad we were able to join. And it's so good to see all of your faces and the children. They're getting so big, and I love you guys. Glad to be here.
Glad you could be here with us. Yes.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Yen, go ahead. We haven't heard from you. What's going on? Unmute yourself.
Okay, now, bye, golly, everyone.
Yeah.
Glad to see you. Oh my goodness. Jill, Shambalia. I was really glad to see you guys. I didn't see Alimatu on here. Alimatu, I hope you're doing well. Mecca. Oh my gosh, Alicia. So many I can't even name. But anyway, I'm just glad to be here, and y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the Kwanzaa. And don't forget the Nguzo Saba every day. Every day.
Every
day. A principle.
Mama, I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry. This is
Yeah.
Baba Tai. Send me your address. I have a book for you that I want to send you.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
I need your
I'm
address.
excited. I will. I want to make sure I have your right email address, though, because I know you said something about there was some problem with that.
No, it's working. If you use the old one, I'll get it.
Okay. Okay.
And what are they doing
All right.
over there at Grant? Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Oh, hi. What do you mean at Grant? Period dot or when?
Yeah, you're the vice principal there at Grant High School. And,
Oh yeah, we're full on distance learning.
Okay.
So I mean, we're supposed to go back January 19th, but not in the governor's eyes. So we'll probably go this school year distance learning, but that's just
How the kids doing?
now. Huh?
How the kids doing?
Not good. You know, it's hard for kids. It's hard for high school kids. So we've had the worst you can think of to, these kids aren't. And it's sad for a neighborhood like Grant, that community, teachers don't understand what kids are going through. They're not eating, they're not, it's all kind of stuff in their houses, and teachers still want to do the same thing. You can't do the same thing like when you were in the classroom with them. You got to cut some slack, and you got to get to know people and what's going on in their houses. So I have to say that every month to my staff, and still not. Some aren't listening. So all I can do is, just keep trying and praying for brown kids.
Persevere.
Yeah.
Persevere.
Schools, y'all. I promise you, I'm about to retire, and we need our own schools. Hey, it's my last go round in the wrong education system.
We'll make it happen, sister.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Well, on that cheery note, thank you though. No, you're on the front lines, and you're always doing good works, and that's why I wanted to draw people's attention to you. Chanilo, I'm glad you waited, that you're here with us. Chanilo, would you say something, brethren?
I guess it's a good thing I didn't leave.
Yeah.
So great to see the Wose family as usual, even though we have to look at small boxes on smaller screens. But we do what we can, as is our tradition, in any way we can. Yeah, and also greeting from my mother, as she was in and out, so she also wanted to make sure she said her greetings to everybody. So don't forget about her as well. But we are around and available, and as always, doing the work that we can for our community. And we're so grateful that Wose is one of those vehicles we can use to do that community work. And it's times like this where we definitely appreciate that.
Beautiful.
Good thanks. All right. Thank you, sir. And now I'm sorry, Michelle. I haven't heard from you, my dear. Would you say so? I saw Sundiata earlier, but
yes, peace and blessings to you all. And it was a wonderful Kwanzaa celebration of Nia tonight. We should all feel very blessed. and figure out how we can make it better for next year. Hopefully we'll have a lot more willing participants, you know, me one of them. And like I said, thank you for giving me a moment to speak. Bless you all.
Thanks. Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, Baba Jeff. You know, Baba Jeff from Wholesale Oakland, he always puts together some really top-ranking videos. And, you know, he's kind of behind the scenes, but I see his name on there. Jeff, would you step in and say something to the people? Yeah.
Happy to be part of the community. Obarigani.
Nia.
Nia.
Uncle Jeff, yep. You see, I'm cooking in the kitchen and I'm doing things and listening at the same time. So yeah, I love being behind the scenes because I'm not good at unscripted. So I love to say,
I see the name Karen on here. Is this Karen Guilford? Karen, are you there? Is that Zion or Karen Guilford? Well, if it's Karen Guilford, I'd like to hear.
It's Karen Guilford.
Hey, Karen Guilford. You know, Karen and Michelle work diligently at the African marketplace on Saturdays, first and third Saturday, and when they're open, doing fundraising for Wose Sacramento. And I just wanted to acknowledge that to everybody on the Zoom that you know, they're stalwart Wose members, always looking out. And if we were live, if we were in person, Karen would be organizing the Karamu right now, and we would be having some great food. I'm glad you could make it, Karen.
Oh yeah, me and Michelle are doing having fun at the African market. So African market this Saturday. Hope to see you guys there. We are safe. We're out there and we're having fun.
All right. So is this Saturday?
This Saturday,
What time?
It starts at 12 until 5:30. You'll come and have some of Michelle's fabulous pies. And this Saturday I'm doing my famous salmon pasta. So please come out and join us.
All right. Good.
Thank
Where
you.
exactly is this? Where exactly is this?
This is 24th and Florin in Sacramento.
It's 2451 Florin Road.
Okay.
You can't miss the drumming out there. You hear the drumming. That's where we're at.
That's right. But the main cross streets are 24th and Florin. So if you were coming from the Bay Area, you would take 5 South and get off at Florin Road exit east and head east until you got to 24th, and then you'd make that left.
And Michelle and I are always in the Obama room, if you can't miss us.
They're in the Obama room. So
correct,
Can I say something really quick, Sister Karen?
Go ahead.
I think that you'll make a lot of sales, probably a lot more sales if you're able to have Cash App and what's the other ones they have? The swipe.
PayPal.
Yeah. Because, yes. So maybe you can work on getting that soon.
That's right. Right. This time we have Venmo and PayPal available, but we don't have the two that you just mentioned.
Okay. Yes.
Well, that's great. That's great. Well, Dad, I'm glad to see you. You're looking well, and
so are you. You know, your grandfather, your great grandfather used to say that when he answered the phone.
I want to show everybody this. You know, usually I keep it tucked in, but I'm well, Kat, I'm catching up with you, man. Kat Abazu.
No, you've already surpassed me, man. All that length.
All right. One love to everyone. Happy Kwanzaa. See you next time. Maybe I'll see you on Sunday. You can come back, not on this Zoom, but on the regular Wose Zoom on Wednesday, next Wednesday, and we'll continue it. Hope everybody stay safe. One love, one heart, one God, one aim, one destiny. Ashe.
One mind.
Ashe.
Yeah.